I want to begin with the biggest news of today. After JP Morgan, Bloomberg has now decided to include Indian government bonds to the emerging market bond indices starting January 2025. Now, Bloomberg said it will include India FAR bonds in a phased manner over a 10-month period with an initial weightage of 10%. The weight of India FAR bonds will be increased in increments of 10% of their full market value every month over the 10-month period ending October 2025, at which point they will be weighted at their full market value in the indices. Now, the inclusion will of course lead to billions of dollars of inflows into the government debt. I was reading some of the reports from media channels put out there, and they were projecting a figure of about $5 billion of inflows in just passive money. And this is on, by the way, on top of that 20 to 30 billion inflow that is expected to come in by the way of inclusion in the JP Morgan index, which the government bonds will get included in JP Morgan index in June of this year. They will also be included in a phased manner. And Amit, coming to you, of course it is a big positive for the rupee as well, this inclusion. But do you think that it would bring a greater scrutiny to our public finances? Because even though the government's focus has clearly been on reducing the fiscal deficit, as was indicated by this budget as well, it still remains on the higher side when compared to other index constituents.
Yeah, hi Suyash. Yeah, I think after the JP Morgan inclusion last September, this was pretty much on the cards that this FAR bonds for the from the Bloomberg index will also happen. The quantum will be quite less. I think $5 billion to start with, and then a slight increase over the next 10 months or so. Whereas in the JP Morgan index, you'll have a 25 to $30 billion straight away, and then there will be active investors also investing. As far as the fiscal is concerned, I think government has been able to manage it quite well on the lower side, despite all the hiccups in the COVID period as well. So I don't expect re-rating, or rating upgrade to happen from the agencies sides, from all these rating agencies like Fitch, Moody, etc. Given that we are still giving out giving out free food grains to ATCR people, so there will be always some sort of pressure on the fiscal. We still don't know how much the divestment will happen in the public sector units as well. So I think the fiscal may not improve, but it may not very disastrously put under pressure also. So I think there will be, given the growth dynamics of India, there will be decent inflows coming. But obviously this is the first time it's happening, so there will be lots of ifs and buts which we have to answer with time.